The Magnetic Lasso is another tool that can be used to make a selection of an item in your photo. The Magnetic Lasso is found under the Lasso tools here and right here in Magnetic Lasso. Magnetic Lasso works much better if you zoom in and get in fairly close to your object here so that you can have much finer control of your mouse. I'm going to make a selection around here, select part of this leaf, and then around to the berries, and back up here like that to the leaf. Okay, so if let's change it. I'm just going to do this selection here. I'm going to go from here, select the berries and the stem is all. Go to the Magnetic Lasso. Typically I like to use about a 2 pixel feather. It's going to give you a little bit softer edge. If you go 0, it's going to look like scissors was used to cut it out, and that usually doesn't look as good in a project later on. All you need to do with the Magnetic Lasso is click at a starting point, start moving your mouse along. It will generally does a pretty good job of finding the edge based on contrast between, and here I'm clicking in that pointer. I click the point to set a point. Okay, I'm going to click here, go around this little knob here, go up here, and go up to about, I'm going to go up. Now, if I hold my space bar down, moves to a hand, I can reposition my image. Okay, as my space bar is still being held down, I put my cursor back roughly here, let up, magic wand or Magnetic Lasso's back. Now here I'm going to start clicking. I'm going to click here because it's going to be a little bit hard for it to find the edge, so I'm going to click every point. Now I'm going to go back here because there's so much similarity in tone and color. I'm moving very slowly and then going. Now I can pick up speed again. There's a lot of contrast here. I set a point there, click there. I'm going to click points wherever I think I need to anchor a point. Right here in the corner, I'm going to anchor a point, hold my space bar down, and go up here and go around. Oops, let's go back up a little bit here. Once you can back up to retrace your steps. I'm clicking there. I'm going fairly slow. And go around here. Now between here I'm going to I'm going to keep clicking points to set that point, to set that edge. Now here I'm going to go out here. I will click a point along here too because it's not a whole lot of contrast between those two right here. Let's go out here. And let's do like this. Bring it down here. Someplace you can go fairly fast. Here I can move a little faster. And get back to my starting point. Click once to complete the selection. Now, I also ended up, I have this selected too because it's inside this whole perimeter. So I want to eliminate this part from my selection. So if I first of all hold the spacebar down and reposition, go up here, and now I have 3 of the boxes. This is add to selection. This one says subtract from selection. So if I click this one and now make a selection inside here, do the same thing with my Magnetic Lasso, go around inside here, and then the add to subtract from selection is a good way to clean up your selection later on, as I'll show you something here too. Here's a good example. If I zoom in here, I see here I missed part of it. Okay, I want to add this to it. So here I'm just going to go, I'm going to go to add to selection, but I'm going to use my regular lasso tool, just a plain lasso, and I'll set the feathering at 2 pixels as well so they match, and I'm going to add this to it. So I'm going to start, make sure I'm on the, there. Oh, add to, so I want. I'm going to start here, then draw out here fairly carefully along there, then go back, complete my thing, and I added that to it now. Okay, here's another dip that I have. Let's take that, clean it up like that, and you've got it. Now you can do the same thing here. I could do the same thing. I may want to add more of this water drop. If I just go along here. Now if you got areas where you got too much selected, you do subtract from selection, and you would then just eliminate that from your selection. So let's say that's good. If I do Control C, and let's go to a new blank file, and let's just go to a photo size, landscape 10 by 8 or 8 by 10. Let's do that. Control V, and there's my selection there. And if you zoom in, the soft edge, the 2 pixel, gives you a little bit softer edge to work with. It doesn't look so scissors cut out like. So you want to be sure and catch the pixels or the feathering setting there when you start this tool.